It's 11, and 11 is also very special. So now I'm just going to be working, I'm going to be finishing this with a couple of the pieces from the classical music repertoire. I think I'll start with toccata and then we'll progress into the world of other pieces by Prokofiev. And I'm really hoping that the sound is okay. Let me check while we are at it, as we are starting. Now I'm actually streaming just from the phone. And I'm using the phone microphone. So it's going to be picking up less than perfect. So on my stream, I love to explore less than perfect because I think that's where humanity is, at the less than perfect. Let me find here the channel. So just see how is here the channel. Just see how is here the channel. Just see how is here the channel. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Welcome. Thanks for joining. So, yeah, this is by the way, I'm streaming from the Hubs app, and it's multi-streaming to YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, everywhere, Facebook as well, I think. Yes. So, let's just start for a little bit and then with toccata. It's the early piece in the early stages of work. Just want to check the sound. Just want to check the sound. Just want to check the sound. Okay, let me try to get the setting a little bit different. Stereo, audio, okay. So just now. Just now. Still not good. Well, okay, now let's try. Aha, you see what's up. Hey, Piglet, welcome. Thanks for joining. I think you're joining me from Twitch, right? Audio is definitely not the one. Installation. No. Okay. Well, actually, that one is not too bad, right? Let's just start with it. Not too bad, right? Okay, let's continue on that. Not camera she anymore. What's camera she? I don't know what you mean. Okay, let's start now. Okay. Actually, that was played by memory, which is remarkable considering I just it's at the earlier stage. Gregory, welcome. Thanks for joining on the last day of 2021 and hope to welcome the 2022 in much more light. So. Okay, in here I had some wrong and then the craziness is continuing. Mark, welcome. Thanks for joining on the last day of the year's good end of the year. And absolutely, thank you so much, Greg, and for you too as well. A lot of books, beautiful music, nature, arts, and everything in between. And hopefully, we do a lot of the participatory art and togetherness as well. Hi, Smartphone. Great to see you. A great thank you so much, and for you too as well. Wonderful 2022, and let's explore it in togetherness more. I'm really hoping that actually to be streaming much more. Thank you. Wow, what's up with the viewers? 16,000. Thank you so much for the super heart. I wonder where is it influxing from. Just one more time, this kind of stuff to see where we are at. And you like the art. Thank you so much. Yeah, so later I think I'm going to be working on the piece that I started yesterday. Again, I was live streaming that on Reddit, and it was super exciting. I was working on that piece, which was neither in the heaven or hell, kind of calling the earth hell. It's in between, and it has this ideology about the particles, about the physics and everything. Like a monster. Thank you so much. I love it because I think that we all have all sorts of monstrous thoughts in us. Okay, and it should come out every so often, and it's the best time to scare the 2022 monsters by becoming one, isn't it? And I have just a piece for it. Let me find it in here. I have a perfect piece to show you. Yes, there it is. This is my favorite piece about becoming a monster. It's actually it's a philosophy by the Far East. In China, they scare the monsters with all sorts of sounds. And this one is just describing that. It's a little bit about the chase between the Little Red Riding Hood and the wolf, and the Little Red Riding Hood becoming the wolf. So. where it's emerging. And then the pause for the comments because so many are emerging. I think it's the smartness of the Reddit, right? Smartbot, thank you for the um, good. I can't read it. The comments are very blurred. Um, impression. Thank you so much for the authentic impression. The cello. Uh, Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you for the bird super heart. Okay, it's kind of very strange. What is that? This about? Yeah. So this is it's a piece by Rachmaninoff. It's the Little Red Riding Hood, the Opus 39, number 6, Etude. Etude is about dexterity. It's about about the speed. How can we conquer the world with the speed? So that's a typical example. Easy to guide. When I miss the note, you mean? Yeah, well, sometimes it happens. We just miss the notes. Another one actually is also the etude that, yeah, maybe I could play a little bit for relaxation because this is getting nervous with so many viewers, 42,000. Okay, so I'm just going to play a little bit the Chopin just to relax and then I'll go back to the. So this one is about fire. It's about purification. I think it's good to just burn the 2021. extraordinary piece by Chopin, Opus 10, number 4. It's like an intro to connect you to the other one, which is the Rachmaninoff's number 6, Opus 39. Quite a lot of comments. I'm trying to catch up. It's okay. Hold on a second. Right here. It's actually not right here. It's brownish. Thank you. For Ali, somebody. Okay. Okay, yeah, thank you so much for joining everyone and for the attention. So I want to go through a little bit this at you just to show you the inside of the mind, how it functions, because this is like the hardcore classical pieces, and I know in here we have a lot of like a wide audience, and classical music is to become for the wide audience because it's like there is so many layers. So it's kind of, this is one of the most curious pieces. It's a kind of about the tormenting of the soul. A lot of the rebelliousness in here. This one is and it's coming from the depth in here. It's a bit like the melancholy. This is a romantic period, so a lot is connected to the emotion. A lot is kind of sometimes manipulated by the emotion. And then it's continuing. Do you see the tension here? And it's like water coming down. Like some kind of a striving, and then there is suddenly a disappointment. In here in this part, and then striving. It's very mystical in here, isn't it? Is cutting off? Audio is cutting off, really? Okay. Yeah, exactly. So about this putting of the rings, that it's exactly like this. Striving for putting of the ring, and then a disappointment that there is no ring, that it's not going to be ring. And then again, trying with the ring, and disappointment. the ending. I totally missed this. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so just to work a little bit at the ending because I'm not. Noring, that's quite funny. We should create a cryptocurrency, Noring. Noring cryptocurrency. We can always create cryptocurrency. Okay, now let's go into the Little Red Riding Hood. I actually use this piece for the relaxation because I was working with the professor from Japan when I was working on that piece, and that was very great because I needed this kind of like a more relaxing attitude. By the way, if you want to actually connect with me, you guys, I'm just going to now try to draw for you, except that I don't have anything to draw with. Yeah, I'm going to be drawing with the lipstick. If you want to connect with me on other media, it's actually Ideas Rex. G. So if you want to connect with me, I'm going to be putting that in here. Like this. Hold on. How can I attach this? See, I wasn't thinking about this. There you are. I don't understand everything that's being said in there, but anyway. Okay, so now let's work a bit. Oh, La Campanella would want me to play. Like, I actually don't like Liszt at all. Snowy Tacoma. It's very difficult to read for some reason. Vivaldi Winter. Um, glad that you know about these things. Why is everything so exactly? Well, because it seems that the world is that way. It's all about the propagation. Uh, is audio cutting out for everybody? Fantasy Impromptu. I can't do the Fantasy Impromptu now. I just played some Chopin. So is our audio bad for everybody? Actually, hold on a second. Let me check how is the audio on the. Okay, it doesn't seem too bad, at least in relation to Twitch. Propagation. Propagation is when one cell multiplies into two cells, and the same applies to the mammalian world which we belongs to. I love this all sorts of comments, especially when we couple it with this. And then when I start Prokofiev, when we start on the Prokofiev, it's going to be even better. Thank you. Say no sound. Really? No sound? Hold on. Yeah, it is cutting off. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to try another. It's working now. Fine. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I played Fantasy Impromptu, but that's when I was 11 or something. That's really more of a children repertoire. Right now, I'm working on the pieces that are talking about the wars. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Sombra. Appreciate this. Yeah. I mean, we are on a live stream in here. This is happening. Oh, from Egypt. Okay. I mean, monitoring. This is happening simultaneously, and we have to stick to the to some of the shortcomings when it comes to the piece. So I'm going to work a little bit more on the number 6 now in togetherness with you. And so this is like a Little Red Riding Hood with the wolf appearing just now, and then the Little Red Riding Hood is all in this kind of innocence, jumping around the forest. So I'm just going to be repeating a little bit. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I am an artist as well for the paintings. So the one in the corner, the yellow one, was done actually after one of the live streams like this, except that I was walking and I was talking about the history, about the places that I was visiting. This was, I think, actually right after Corona, and uh, and so that one is. Uh, Okay, so it's struggling audio. Country now is Montenegro. Uh, I can play with the eyes closed now. And the other one, that one I also shared with the world, and that was last summer. I spent a lot of the time inside the water, diving deep, and so it's a reflection of these ideas about the merging and how the merging is created, whether it's the water or the fire, or whether it's between the humans, because we also have this aspect of merging, of understanding the others as they walk in their shoes, and we're trying to walk through their shoes. The other one over there is about the Poseidon, kind of, again, as you can see, it's the water element. I'm thinking a lot about reflection because I'm living in this very beautiful place on earth, surrounded by mountains and the sea. And so, yeah, Turkish March for sale. Yeah, some of the pieces I do sell to the art collectors, and so you can check my Instagram is Ideas Rex here. So, and you can see all of the photography as well and the place that I'm at. So, anyway, yeah. So, thank you. Now let's go back to this. By the way, now that I have all of the people that are joining me, I'm having a different feeling when I'm practicing this. And I think that also has to be documented through art, through some kind of installation piece, which I think I'll be working on. In here, it's literally the two strivings, the one that goes to go up and the one that's collapsing it. This one, it's like a come back to reality. The one is dreaming, the other one is cutting it back to the reality, the way how I see it. If you are seeing it differently, positive. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah, I was born in Montenegro. Um, the horn is the musical instrument, but this is the piano. Okay, Miss knows them. as if came down to nothing after all of this drama. Like it's very, very intense drama. Can you play as imaginary? Thank you, Thomas. Really appreciate this. Can you play one is on the sub? I can't do that one. The last dream I dreamt was very surreal. It was in a different country, in a different world. This is Rachmaninoff's etude, notorious etude. One of the, actually they say one of the most complex, but for me it's not that complex. Number 30, Opus 39, number 6. Type the name of this piece. Yes, so that would be great. I can't type right now. So if somebody could say it's Rachmaninoff etude, the Little Red Riding Hood, maybe that's how I remember the better. Dream journal. I do have a dream journal and actually publish some of that on Patreon because that's also part of my work. A lot of the pieces that I'm working on, the visual pieces, are connected to those dreams. So I like to connect that to the philosophy of life, the way how I'm perceiving the world. Like everybody is very unique in that way. So I'm going to work on in a very slow motion. Some missed notes in there, so I'm going to be repeating. Is trying to. What's not working? Responding. La Campanella. I'm glad that you know about La Campanella. Sound stopped. Yeah. Thriller. Of course, I can play a Thriller on the piano. Here for the Eyes. Oh my God. Just to see about the sound, I'm quite irritated about the sound because this has been an issue that's going on. Okay, let me now just change the setting yet again when it comes to the sound. Okay. Okay. Okay, that doesn't sound too bad. From the last life. I love that idea actually, because for me, with the last life, in my previous life, I was in a different planet. It was all liquid metal, so it was amazing. It's a little bit reminding of the paintings as well. That worked. Yeah, right. It didn't. It's working. Oh, thank you so much. Wow. So that's it. Now I have to remember this setting. Okay, so stereo audio echo cancellation off and noise suppression off. That's what was actually happening. Our artificial intelligence sometimes working against us, sometimes for us. Now finally we got it tuned. So happy. Okay, let's work on the ending of this. So now that's definitely better than what it was from the beginning of this stream. Reminding of, yes, it's a reminding of moment indeed, especially from this presto. And then it's going, and the ending actually I don't even have in my memory. It's not there yet, but it will be eventually. Sorry, with the medals, space together. Out at all. No cutting out at all. Wow, so happy. Excellent. So this is now working. The other instrument, yes, I'm only a pianist, so I can't do other instruments. Truth are amazing. That's true as well. To music, this will be it. I love it. The Lazarus. Actually, I did a series last year dedicated to Goldberg Variation by Bach, and concerto number 2 by no. I actually haven't played Rachmaninoff's concerto. I was playing Chopin's concertos, but. What's interesting, because you said about the paintings, so I literally have 30 paintings dedicated to Goldberg Variation. If you can check that on YouTube or on Instagram. I was sharing some of that process, and I was also writing pieces to each one of those. So it's here. I missed that one, but so that's the piece that's very famous, I think. Have ground squirrel. That's very funny. Yeah, so this piece is like Goldberg Variation, very famous. Would you like to hear more of this? let's play a little bit the Goldberg variations. I'm so happy actually with this one. It sounds much more clear, even though the whole year has passed since this project. At least let's play a little bit because this is a large scale piece, so it will take a lot of time, and I have to be somewhere. Chopin married the Moor. Happy New Year to you! From New Zealand, exactly. You are already in the new year in the future. Happy New Year to New Zealand. We still have 12 hours to go in here in the Central European time. Chopin's Winter's Wind. Oh, you played the Winter's Wind. That one, right? I have that recorded in my websites. But I just played this. At least the ending was precise. So I played this one, but we were having issues with the sound. So now I just wanted to share with you how it looks like when it's a little bit better sound. Honestly, happy. Exactly. Thank you. It's hard. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kylie. And yeah, this piece is quite giving you chills. I'm super happy about that as well. Chopin Ballade, I also played. You can listen to Chopin Ballade number 4 actually on my website, arenaideas.com. This is a piece number, Opus 10, number 4, Chopin's Etude. They're saying is the fiery one. So, anyway, now because a lot of people requested, I want to play some of the Goldberg variation. Also a little bit of trivia. It went into space. This piece went into space was a rendition by Google, by Glenn Gould, a famous composer, pianist, who was one of my favorite personality. The paintings are on the wall, also my pieces. I'm multidisciplinary artist, so yes, and so I do also that, and the sculptures, large scale, small scale, and the installation. Sometimes write about art. You can check my work in here. I think that's the easiest. Ideas tracks. I literally wrote that with the eye pencil because I don't have a pencil in my room right now. So anyway, let's go into the Goldberg variation by Bach. least in my opinion. Well, I don't know actually. The hardest piece is definitely the Art of Fugue. Sorry, I'm really missing a lot of the comments in here, but everybody please feel free to connect with me on the other network so that you can, if you find this of interest and inspiration. So now I'm going to continue on to the variation number 1. Now the number 2. So the number 1, this one I interpreted like the genetics, the willpower is even sometimes more powerful than genetics itself. No, I'm not sight reading. I worked on this piece last year. I created the 30 paintings, 30 variations, 30 pieces of writing. All right, thank you. So now the next one is about the power of the beauty. The elders telling a story about the privilege of the simple life. It's not only the beauty, but it's even the privilege to lead a simple life in this age of complexity. Now the next one is the number 3. It's about the beauties in the eyes of the beholder. Thank you. Okay, so now the next one is a bit of a difficult one. Thank you for like the music exactly, and so this one is about in my opinion, about the philosophy. It's kind of like ideological things. It's for that purpose. out in there. Now, the next one is very Liszt Sonata I haven't played. I played Mephisto Waltz. That was interesting. I have it recorded on my website as well, professionally recorded and published. That one lifted you up. I love that. Yes. Now listen to this one is interesting. I haven't touched this piece for several months, so it's not in the best form. But who cares about the details? So now. Okay, let's work on this. A disaster, but we are going to now work this so sharp. Thank you. The paintings is crooked. Why is that bothering you? Okay, but I understand. Now is it still crooked? I remember it's out of this world, definitely. So this piece now, I perceived a defining of the light in here. We always see the light if we add the light. We cannot see the things that we haven't instilled into ourselves. So in here. To make miss notes at the ending of the piece. So now you can see. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, that's the IG is Ideas Tracks. Exactly. So thank you if you want to connect over there. Absolutely. Sounds perfect. What do you mean sounds perfect? Okay. Except for the ending. I can't believe I was messing it so much. Let's continue to my favorite piece, into the Alcan. Oh wow, I love the Alcan. I actually recorded also one etude by Alcan. You can also see on my website that as well. Hi John, thanks for joining me. Goodbye, exactly. Hello 2022, exactly. You like the painting crooked as well. That's a typical thing with me. And if only this camera reached a little bit further up to the eagle, you would be freaked out, because that eagle is completely, not so much you, but maybe somebody else. It's always a comment about the crooked painting. Anyway, okay, so just a little bit more on the Goldberg, and then I'm going to get you back into the world of Prokofievism. about the nature, the steps, the humanity that it takes. And by the way, John, thanks for joining as well, because you were with me during the making of this the whole time. This is from the music, actually, from the music score. Playing any shows venue in the near future. Yeah, so because of the COVID, and anyway, I'm not doing the live performances. I do the concerts I do the recordings every so often, and I'm live streaming my making of things. Those contacts are creepy. Yes, that's why I have them. So now let's continue on this one. Now, the next one is about superhuman, although not played superhumanly. Send you a link. Yeah, you can definitely send me a link. It's on Instagram. You can connect on Twitter. Exactly. Well, when you are in the art world, you have to practice the confidence. That's just something to practice. Love the Goldberg variation. Absolutely. Yes. And I still actually have to publish everything on YouTube. Finally, I've created all those videos and they haven't left to the ether, which is bad. So, yeah, but Diamond, please send it over a different network, because now I can't open from here. I can only open from one of the direct messages. I'm kind of losing the gumption for variation at this point, but it's like the Insta link doesn't work on. It's just if you search for Ideas Rex, adjust my lamp. I don't have a lamp. This is the natural light coming in. Thank you. Okay, so now the next one is. I'm going to now skip from Goldberg variations into the world of Prokofiev, just for a little bit. Now I need to figure out which music goes where. Okay, so this is the sixth. Oh my God. Okay, here. Yeah. I hope that this is it, because you wouldn't believe what a chaos it is in my mind when it comes to music sheets. Okay, that comes. This is part of toccata. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so now I just want to, because yesterday we practiced in togetherness the third movement of the seventh sonata, so now I want to see where it is. Messing up in there, messing up big time. A lot of missed notes, but it's definitely getting on a better side. Was the new project atoms? And yes, after what do you think, Barbara? Wow, John, thank you so much. This is a great idea about Barbara as well. So the new project I'm working on the mold on one side, particle physics on the others, because I'm reading about this. I was posting about that, about the anaximeter. I'm actually reading the history of astronomy and how this inquiry about the basic material from which all of the material world is comprised of is built. And so yesterday I was actually live streaming a creation of one piece, one painting that was kind of reflecting those ideas. And so definitely I think it's a good idea to bring in Barbara back. Thank you so much for bringing it, because it was very, very interesting. Yeah, thank you. Very interesting projects. Thank you. Yeah, I love the challenge for Prokopiev, but also the Barbara has the challenge. A friend of mine, a composer, kind of was breaking me up from Barbara, kind of distancing me, because he says for some reason that Barbara maybe is not as thank you. That maybe that's not kind of like a very like a structured, that it's not so structured, but I'm thinking maybe it's more about the way of seeing things. Sometimes even the flow can have the value of its own. Like in the action painting, there's definitely this kind of flow. Maybe Barbara was bringing up those things exactly into that spatial realm. I think so. Like he's really exploring in without the forms, without the actual preconceived forms. He's discovering the forms. That's how I would regard it. And then maybe for the looking at that from the point of view of more of a surrealistic picture where we have to construct the form before it's being created, it's kind of difficult to justify. Maybe that's why there is this discrepancy. But I think definitely it's a great idea, John. Thank you so much. I mean, so many things that I've done over the last several years has been a lot of it thanks to the live streaming experience that I've been working on. So this is the second. Okay, so but no marrying definitely at all about that sort of stuff. It's more about the exploration in togetherness. So and anyway, so I think I'll probably now be finishing this stream because I've been live for, oh my God, more than an hour. And so, but it has been a joy. Thank you, John. This music in between, exactly, in between dreaming and waking. That's exactly how I feel about the latest painting as well, that I was working on. I don't know if you saw it. It was in the beautiful place. And I was thinking about the Higgs bosons, all of the, basically a flickering of our physical reality that we still can't even have a glimpse of, let alone because it's such a magnitude of the portion of the time that the thing exists and then it just disappears and we only see the debris, right, from those things. Joplin, no, I don't know any Joplin. So anyway, okay, so that's it for now. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. The last one was the seventh sonata. Crazy. That was the one that I played the third movement of, just the last piece. And before that, I was touching upon a bit of Goldberg variation, a bit of Toccata by Prokofiev, a bit of Chopin, and a bit of Rachmaninoff. So a lot actually covered on this last day of 2021 for me, last practice actually last. And maybe I will live stream also to celebrate the ending of the year with another piece of the musical piece. If you want to connect with me, it's in here. Ideas Rex. So thank you again, everyone. I'll see everybody another time. Thank you, John, for joining, and also for the idea for Barbara. I think that the time may be just right, as the pandemic is also finishing and we are going into the war. Like I feel Barbara's very lively, something in more about the living, right? More about the vitality. Whereas Prokofiev is more about the hardship, more about the these kind of ideologies. So I really have to rush now because so many things to do. See you in the next year or maybe this afternoon for those who are still who are in my time zone. Bye.